Good evening and welcome to Spanish United Radio. I'm your host, Enrique Sanchez. This evening we have a guest. Would you be kind enough to introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Hello, my name is Batbayasgalan Enkhbold. People call me B. I'm the head of Los Angeles Mongolian community in Los Angeles, and yeah,
Welcome. Thank you for being on the show, B.
and thanks for having me.
So, as we had spoken over the phone, we would like to, Spanish United would like to know more, a little bit of your background, what brought you to Los Angeles, and how did the Mongolian community become established in Los Angeles?
Sure, yeah. I came here in the United States back in what, like 13 years ago. That's 2013 as a student,
Hmm.
and I was graduated from University as a in project management.
Uh-huh.
And my background is I have a IT background, which is a network engineer.
Hmm.
And I started working for different organizations throughout those years
Hmm.
as an IT guy,
Hmm.
and that's the job I do till now. And
Hmm. So
the
originally, before you came to the United States, you were an IT engineer in Mongolia, correct?
Yes, I had my startup business in Mongolia for about 3 years,
Okay.
and
And was this in Ulaanbaatar?
yeah, it was in Ulaanbaatar.
Okay. Okay.
And we have successfully finished, a few projects and stuff. And then I just, started thinking, planning my future, and decided to change the the path a little bit and try new things, and
Okay.
decided to move here.
Okay. Perfect. And what about the establishment of the Mongolian Community Center? Like, were you the one originally that established it, or was it a group of Mongolians that got together to establish the community center?
The community organization was established back in 2006. This year is the 20th anniversary of the organization.
Hmm.
And I was elected back in 2022.
Hmm.
And since then, I act as a president of the organization.
Nice. So explain exactly what does the Mongolian Community Center do for the community in K-Town?
So the reason we are in Koreatown is, we estimate there's 5 to 7,000 Mongolians live in Greater Los Angeles area,
Hmm.
and most of them live in Koreatown. I would say 60 to 70% of Mongolians live in Koreatown now.
Okay.
That's why we are located out of Koreatown, and the organization is a non-profit organization.
Okay.
Different different activities like classes, like a ESL class
Hmm.
and things like that, and other musical class and things like that.
Hmm.
The things that need Mongolians and especially Mongolian kids. And
Right.
also, we welcome newcomers from Mongolia, help them to find apartments, jobs, and etc.
Mm. Nice. So my question is, did they choose to come to Koreatown? And correct me if I'm wrong. Because I know that many Koreans, I'm not Koreans, many Mongolians are able to immigrate out of the country. Many of them go to South Korea or China, Japan, Taiwan, and then they come here. So are the Mongolians originally like were they from Mongolia and then they lived in South Korea for a little bit, and then they come to Koreatown? Is that how they do it, or what?
Uh, there are cases that people lived in Korea and then uh, moved here, or when people come here, they land in Koreatown because there are already a lot of Mongolians. And I think I'm not sure, but I think the reason behind, Mongolians being in Koreatown would be we are so close, with Koreans, and
Hmm.
they are helpful, and we look alike, and I think it helps us to adapt faster in this, environment. So
Right. So it's easier to culturally assimilate in Koreatown.
yes, I would say so.
Okay, got it, got it. So Spanish United, my organization, because I have a radio station and an organization, we've been around for about 6 years. We started in 2020. That was the year that we were founded. And we do a lot of outreach work with the Hispanic community because there's not too many Hispanic organizations that exclusively help Hispanic people. And we are in the area of outreach, education, civil rights, advocacy. We also do a lot of charity work with the community, and we also do engagements with other communities. Like I'm not sure if I got to speak a little bit on this with you over the phone, but I do a lot of engagement with the Chinese Taiwanese community in San Gabriel. I've also met with the Korean community in Orange County. And the whole point is to, speak about the Hispanic experience in the United States, and especially with the climate that's going on right now with immigration, like a lot of Latino people, need support, from others. So, that's one of the things that I do, like in my workshops, is that I invite people, I educate people on the Hispanic experience, and we also try to, build engagement and rapport with different immigrant communities as well. And I know that the Mongolian community tends to be small, but I think they have similar things when it comes to, language barriers and et cetera. So I feel that, establishing a relationship with the Mongolian community and the Latino community, I think it can be mutually beneficial for both parties.
Yes, of course, being a minor community in Los Angeles, there. Okay.
Okay, so explain a little bit about the organization and how the organization is going.
So the organization is 501c3 nonprofit organization established back in 2006, and this year is 20th anniversary of the organization. And we mainly focus on education, and especially children,
Hmm.
and also for newcomers. We teach ESL and also musical classes for kids, and sports activities for kids and things like that.
Yeah, so basically it's like, aside from being a cultural center, you also educate and providing, some sort of social services to the people, right?
Yeah, and we do outreach, and also we welcome Mongolians, coming from Mongolia, and who have language barriers and things like that. And also, we help them to find apartments, and also jobs.
Well,
So,
that's good.
it's an organization to support
That's good.
Mongolians to find their feet, food. What's it called?
Oh, absolutely. And I
Yeah.
feel that especially today, many immigrant groups, don't have access to social services because they're recent immigrants, or they have a language barrier. And I think I've always mentioned and emphasized that to keep a community from collapsing or being lost, they need to have access to a social safety net where they have access to services or even into their language, so that way they could integrate more within society. So I really commend the Mongolian Center for doing that, because especially communities that are very small, many of them don't have resources to look out for their people compared to other immigrant groups that are more well established.
Yes. So Mongolian community is rather small and new to this diverse community. You know, comparing to other communities, it's completely new
Hmm.
uh, community, people of community, and we have to let our voices heard to other communities that we exist, and Mongolia has a lot to offer.
Hmm.
And people also, almost, majority of people, let's put it that way. Majority of people confuse Mongolians with uh, different countries. Let's see,
Right.
like Mongolian BBQ. It's completely not Mongolian. Um, and we're just getting started, So
Hmm.
we have a lot to offer, and we have a lot to accomplish, and we need other community support and partnership and all that. And it's going better, it's getting better compared to the last 10 years, and we have a great partnership with the city of San Gabriel. We
Hmm.
organized the biggest festival 2 years ago. Last year we
Oh,
canceled it
really?
because of the ice situation, and
Right, of
this
course.
this year we are organizing it again on July 11th in San Gabriel City at the Vincent Lugo Park. So we are so super happy, and we'll bring our traditional music, wrestling, archery, and all that, fun stuff. So I
Will
would
there
love
will
to.
will there be like, for example, like people to buy Mongolian stuff as well?
There will be, yeah.
Oh, nice. I would love to go to it, because I only know about Mongolia from what I've studied in school when I was a kid. Like I learned about Genghis Khan, about the Mongol
Hmm.
Empire. And I've also, learned about, Mongolia becoming more open since becoming democratic in 1990. Like I was little when Mongolia transitioned from communist to democracy. So I remember that it was a peaceful revolution, which at that time you didn't really see in many of the former communist bloc countries that left communism, like the Soviet Union, for example. When they collapsed, they had a lot of problems for a long time before they're able to recover. So that's pretty impressive for a country that was kind of isolated from the world for a long time. They were able to transition peacefully from communism to democracy.
Yes, of course. After a whole generation, we were able to transition to democracy without any single drop of blood. So
Right.
we were lucky, and since 1990, Mongolians started immigrating to other countries. So
Hmm.
that the first commerce, let's say, they came here about what, maximum 30 years ago. So we've been here, but not that long.
Right, of
So,
course.
like I said before, we have a lot of things to do. Not just introduce Mongolia, also work with other communities, and develop the partnership and
Hmm.
cooperation, whatnot, to work with the other communities and people. So
Right.
it's our mission to offer, whatever we have. So
Absolutely. And Spanish United, we support the Mongolian community, and us being a Latino organization, we try to establish relationships and partnerships with other communities because we believe that the, better understanding we have, the better it is that we could, work with each other, help each other, support each other, especially, like I mentioned earlier, during this time of crisis with immigration and xenophobia. More than ever before, the Latino and Mongolian communities, need to work together to have better, not only better relationship, but also better community dialogue. I guess I feel that it will help us strengthen relations with the Latino community at large.
yes, even though we are in the in the process of going through a lot of issues, but there's a progress. So, for example, 10 years ago when I came, I had nothing and
Mhm.
started everything from scratch, and
Mhm.
there were not a lot of Mongolian businesses here.
Mhm.
And now, back then people were asking about jobs. They want to work to be hired and things like that. Now we have a lot of Mongolian businesses who want to hire, you know, people. So it's a big progress. Rather
Mhm.
people asking about jobs, they asking about how to start business. It's great, and it's great and going well in positive way. So we are so happy.
That's good. That's good. And where do you see the Mongolian Community Center in the future? I know that you mentioned that it was established 10 years ago. Like in the future, do you see the Mongolian Community Center expanding to, let's say, include other chapters in California, or do you see it, mostly as a grassroots institution?
So so the organization was established back in 2006. That's this year is actually 20th anniversary of the organization, and we are planning accordingly to celebrate the anniversary this year. And when I uh, ran for the president, I in my what's it called, um, project. So there's a one thing that I promised to myself and other people, that we're gonna establish a Mongolian town in Los Angeles. So that's the project we need to uh, accomplish in the nearest 5 years, I would say.
So do you believe that if you're able to fulfill that goal, would it be the first Mongolian town outside of Mongolia?
I would say so, and there's a big Mongolian town in Korea, aside in the United States, and it'll be the first.
Because I know that Thai town became the first Thai enclave outside of Thailand back in 2000.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because there's
So
not there's not so many Thai people outside of Thailand.
yeah, so the Mongolian town, we call it Mongol town, to be built somewhere, in Los Angeles, preferably closer to Koreatown. But I don't know. But the project has been kicked off about a year ago,
Hmm.
working with people, and there are a lot of things to accomplish in order to complete the project successfully.
Hmm.
So it'll take time, but we need a physical presence to other communities to work better.
Right,
And
absolutely.
yeah,
And like I said, I definitely wish you the best in your endeavors. So anyway, we come to the end of our time. I wanted to tell you, B, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. I really learned a lot about the Mongolian Cultural Center, and Spanish United, is definitely here to support the Mongol community and the community center as much as we can. And then for all of the listeners that are listening to Spanish United Radio, we are on all social media platforms. We are on Spanish United Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We are a nonprofit organization, 501. Anyone that wants to make a donation, feel free to reach out to me, to direct message. And anything that anyone gives is going to help people in the community. And again, as soon as I finish, I will text you and message you the link, and you could share it with the Mongolian Center and with your colleagues.
sounds great. And I'd like to invite you to our festival. It's called Matab. It's the
Hmm.
biggest festival in Mongolia, and this year we are organizing on July 11th.
Hmm.
in Sangerville City at Vincent Lugo Park.
Nice.
So
I'll
I will
definitely be
send
there.
you, yeah, a formal invitation and everything. So I'll look forward to meeting you in person and talk more.
Absolutely. And again, thank you so much, and we will definitely keep in touch.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
You too. Bye bye.
Mhm. Bye.